Thank you.
Great effort.
Great.
I hate them, so.
All right. YFA.
Well, if I'd known this was the standard, I would have set my sandwich on fire. But really, I just want to say, I want to kind of echo some of the themes we've already talked about. Really want to give a lot of praise to Michelle Christopherson, who has done a fantastic job in getting the energy back into graduation. We have had a tremendous number of enthusiasm with faculty going to graduation. It was kind of a neat thing because we were the faculty marshals, and we looked at the end of the aisle, and it had to curve. It started to bend at the goalpost, and that's a good problem to have. And it was a good problem to have that we had last minute extra chairs to be added. And I agree. I have to really thank the classified staff who just made it happen. They just kind of took it in stride, and it worked out perfectly. So they really came through when we needed it. But what's been kind of neat this past week is I'm sitting in the YFA office doing work, and people are coming in with their dry cleaning, and they're checking their robes in, and they're checking with Jerry and making sure they got their stuff in, but it's all bagged, and it's got the receipt from the dry cleaning, so we're good for next year too. So it's neat to see that, and then the kind of stories that we're hearing from them saying, I really had a good time. I wasn't sure if I was going to come, but now I'm really glad that I did. And so I think we have a new history, a new momentum going. And I really give a lot of praise for Michelle for being very creative in handling that. And they responded, and I just really admire her for that. I also want to, again, thank my partner in crime, Curtis, who I have to tell this story, though. So when I shared the award from District Council, that the Ag Department made, he said, oh, it was too bad they didn't make a number 2, a second place trophy. And I said, no, that's fine. He said, no, but it could have been small. Rubbing it in there for a year, but no, he was gracious in doing this. To be honest with you, it was probably the worst timing. It's finals week. We're all busy. We have a lot on our plate. But he was willing to do something really creative, kind of last minute, as was President Stearns and our vice presidents and George Berdukris, who, to be honest with you, there's so much going on. This is probably the worst time to say, let's do something crazy. But they're willing to do it and make it happen. And lo and behold, it turned out to be something fruitful, and hopefully next year even bigger. So just a lot of thanks for everyone for just, indulging me on something that was probably crazy to do at the last minute, but I appreciate it. And last month we went to our CCCI conference. I mentioned we were going to that. That was in Sacramento, and we really enjoyed that. That's my report tonight.
Thank you, Jim. Any questions for Jim before he walks away there? No? Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, now we have CSEA. Do we have a rep? No.
Good evening, board. My name is Tanya Smith, and I'm first vice president. And I am here because our own Debbie Partridge is in Washington, D.C. today at the White House. Ooh. So I just want to recognize her. Last year, Debbie was named one of 5 CSEA members of the year out of 200,000 members out of our state. And we thought that was pretty impressive. And then she just continues to baffle us. And she received further recognition as a champion of change. And the Champion of Change program was created as an opportunity for the White House to feature individuals doing extraordinary things to empower and inspire members of their communities. The White House is excited to honor and celebrate the incredible work of school support professionals who make up 1/3 of our nation's education workforce. They ensure student success by taking the vision of the whole student into action every day and in every school. Educators, including school support professionals, often go above and beyond to meet all of the needs of students so they can achieve success both inside and out of the classroom. Debbie is one of 12 honored from among hundreds of thousands of school support staff professionals across the entire nation. So, yeah, we thought that was pretty impressive. So we're very, very proud of her.
They're a happy group out there in the staff lounge.
It is just, she sent me some pictures, and I left the thumb drive. So. But it was all streamed live today, so we got to watch parts of it. So we're very proud of her. And for our reporters, our local chapter business, the weekend of April 29th and 30th, 4 of our executive board attended the Area E-Leadership Institute down at Lemoore. And it was a very productive weekend filled with information. We were able to bring back and share with our members. I personally attended as well. And I found the session on communication and learning about emotional intelligence to be especially fascinating. And right now we are preparing for our Classified School Employee Week. That's next week. And we'll be holding our meeting on May 19th, and we'll be treating our members to a luncheon. And we're getting geared up for negotiations. That's all I have. Thank
Any
you.
questions?
Marty?
Marty?
I just want to add to what she said. In the email I sent out, the link I had for live streaming, if you click on that link, the White House has posted the video of that 2-hour event, and Debbie is visible from about 55 minutes into the video forward. So if anybody who missed seeing it live streamed today because of work or other commitments, it is available. Click on that link. The White House has posted the video, so you can view that out. I didn't know if you were aware of that, so.
Thank you, Marty.
I have
All
the
right.
students report, both of them.
All right.
So I was able to contact them. For ASCC, they ended the year with the barbecue that the Veterans Club hosted that ASCC sponsored, and Cram Night, both of which the events were very successful. We actually did a survey which was incorporated into Cram Night, so that way it could help with some of the enrollment management for Columbia next year. The elections for the Associated Students of Columbia College, I'm the president-elect, so I'll be
right.
seeing you guys some more next year.
All right.
The vice president is in the audience, Ben Vogt,
black back.
if he could stand up. And then also our director of publicity, who's actually kind of taken a graphics class so she could do posters. She could stand up too.
All right.
And for ASMJC, Tommy will be returning as the president for his second term. His executive vice president for this next term will be Alfonso Ramiro. They had 35 events in this last semester and a half compared to 9 for the past 3 years, where they actually this year they fed 8,500 students. So kudos to them. That's a lot of students. And they're currently still searching for a student trustee. So
All right. Very good.
Question, why are they no one wanted to be it?
no one ran.
Okay.
That's an easy one then. Huh? That's All right, Columbia College. Before that, I was thinking the other day, I said, twice a year, us as board members trek up to Columbia. And that drive back is not the happiest drive, but it's a drive home. And so I appreciate when you guys come down here and have to drive back, even though you have to on most occasions. I think as a board, we really appreciate that. And hopefully you always drive safely as we do. So congratulations on that.
The drive back is the best.
Yeah. For mine to drive up. Yeah. Good point. All right, Columbia College, President Fairchild.
Well, I actually I had a little of my thunder stolen because I was going to start out my report by telling Jim that since your role is district-wide, you should take advantage of the fact that Wendy's not here and offer that challenge, right? And don't miss that chance of, throwing it down in front of her and saying, hey, it worked out so well with Curtis this year. You got to see if you can better that. So it sounds like you're going to be busy next year.
Well, he wasn't the winner. It's Curtis.
Well, I know, but he was the one that offered to. He offered. So you have the chance of winning 2 next year. Then is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So and then you could show both of them to Curtis if you win and say, hey, look, you got 1, I have 2.
There you
No
go.
good deed goes unpunished.
Right. And Klaus is really fired up in there, I could tell. One of the things I really enjoy about the summer is not only that the pace of meetings slows down a little. The work is still there, but all those meetings kind of taper off a little. But it's a time when we bring a lot of children on campus for a variety of reasons. Where we bring the high school students on and the middle school students on to find out about the college. And as you can see, we're having a spring preview day that is open to the entire community, but we get a lot of high school students and their parents come on that particular day. We also run the volleyball and basketball camps, which is kind of fun because then you get, you know, the younger ages, but they get exposed to the college, and so do their parents. So we use that opportunity to you know, share some information about what we offer. And then today I signed off on the Mad About Science Facilities Use Agreement, which is one of my favorite events because that brings on the young students, pairs them up with people in science, professionals that are working in the field, and our faculty. And so, you know, it's not in my report, but those are the kinds of things I think to where we are instilling in our children in the community that the college is a good place to be. There's fun stuff going on. And it takes away, I think, some of the fear of what college is all about, both for them, so it just demystifies it, but also for their parents who might not also, you know, might not have any experience with college. And so that's my goal, is to connect with the parents while we have the children on their campus. So, and that's my report.
Thank you. Jill Stearns?
Thank you, Chair Rojas, members of the board. So, it is nice to be in summer and to feel like you have some space to do some thinking and some reflective type of work. I will absolutely agree. And I've been sitting in second round interviews as we are looking to hire faculty for next year this week. And on our activities and announcement report tonight, the first item is about the disability services student who was honored this year and recognized, and her story is one of becoming deaf and then having a cochlear implant that allowed her to hear. And one of the candidates we interviewed this week for a full-time mathematics position worked as an engineer designing cochlear implants. And I just thought, you know, what an amazing connection. And I just wanted to share with you, those are the caliber of individuals that are making it to that second level of interview, and it's just tremendous. We had a great class of faculty come in this past year. It's been transformational at MJC, and it's very exciting to have the opportunity to be hiring again right now. Our MJC Theater opens this week with improv, and in the 4 years I've been here, this is the first time that we have had such a risky type event in our performing arts, and so that is exciting. If you have an opportunity, it will be on West Campus in the Cabaret Theater over the next 2 extended weekends. On Friday, we have the athletics, wine, and beer gourmet food tasting fundraiser, and that has been moved to the Ace Pavilion this time, and so we hope you will be able to join us there. Always an interesting event with lots of opportunity to visit with people as well as bid on some interesting items. I too want to mention graduation, and I just want to extend my thanks to Michelle for taking on that as a project. It was fabulous to have so many faculty in attendance. And I also want to recognize our Associate Dean, Brian Justin Marks, who this was part of his responsibility, was serving as the lead. And he did a fantastic job. He had a great committee, and it's 575 students walked. Wow. And last year was our biggest number on record at 440. Wow. So significant growth. So I want to give my thanks to George, who is here, and to Curtis, who I said short. It is about our students. And thank you, gentlemen. I appreciate you keeping your remarks short so that we could spend the time honoring our students. And it was a tremendous event. And lastly, I'd just like to say we are incredibly excited to have a professional development opportunity this summer that I will believe will be transformational. And our classified professionals have repeatedly said, we want some professional development opportunities. And that is challenging because we have such a broad variety of job descriptions and responsibilities among our staff. And so trying to find professional development that we can offer broadly is challenging. And so we are swinging for the fences. We are bringing in the biggest and best that we could find, and the Disney Institute is coming to YCCD. And August 4th and 5th, we have opportunity for all of our classified professionals across the district. August 5th in particular, it is a Friday, and we are working to make that happen where everyone will be strongly encouraged to come and participate, and no one does it better than Disney in terms of how to treat people like they are valued. And so we're really, really looking forward to this. And I would just like to say thank you to Chancellor Smith, because the bill was bigger than MJC thought we were biting off. And so she is helping, as is Marty Gang, with some professional development dollars. But put that on your calendar. You're not going to want to miss it.
Very good. Thank you, Jill. Now we go on to our Chancellor update.
Good. Well, I'm glad someone has noticed the slowdown of the pace of the summer. I have not yet, but I'm holding hope. Anyway, the first thing I want to do is I have several things, but the first I want to do is mention. I was going to mention Debbie Partridge at the White House. Tanya, tell her that next month, you know, it's like a free month for presentations, open month. So tell her that I'll put her on, and she can talk about her experience at the White House and bring the pictures that you left. Okay. All right, we'll do that. And then second, I wanted to invite everybody to save the date. It's probably not as good as the Mickey Mouse organization, but it's a hoedown in the Ag building for all the YCCD employees. Gina, since you're coordinating that event this year, would you like to mention a few things about it?
So we're not having a Cuban sandwich throwdown, but we are having a bean and chili cook-off. So all of you cooks in the room, if you want to look for that, it'll be coming soon, and lots of activities. And yes, we are keeping the volleyball, even though it's indoors, but we're going to do indoor dirt volleyball. So that should be fun. So form your teams now, and June 2nd, 11:30 in the Ace Pavilion.
Okay. And more on that later. I don't know if she's in this room or the other room, but Melissa Raby and her little band from up in the foothills played last year, and I hear she wants to play again, and they're even going to learn a couple hoedown songs, Gina. Okay, we have so much talent here, you know, really. Okay, the next thing I want to do is honor our student trustee. And I'm going to say a few words, and then our board chair can go with all the other trustees and take a picture. Connie's ready to take this for our YCCD connections tomorrow. But Erin, we want to thank you for your service as student trustee. I can honestly say I have never met with a student in a suit, a student trustee in a suit, as much as you. I think I saw you once in jeans and a t-shirt the whole year when you came to my office that day. You were kind of running. But I appreciate when you missed a meeting or something, you'd always email me and say, Joan, can you fill me in what's happening here? So I just want to thank you for your service this year. You did an outstanding job as our student trustee. Let's give him a round of applause. Photo op time with your other trustee colleagues. Chancellor
sharing
Smith.
his age with the audience.
Sharing his age? You can share your age if you'd like.
18.
That's what's amazing.
Oh, wow. I can't even remember that part. Quite much.
MSR, not the
Right.
Jillian.
Well, at the end you can.
Erin, get in the middle here. Get in the middle.
Yeah. Tell Connie, and she can put it in the connections. Oh,
Where's the Ace Pavilion? It's the tag.
Yeah, and come on forward, Don's gonna be in the back right there. There we go. There we go.
Assigned spots.
That's right. Okay, perfect. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Got it. Okay. I know.
For Facebook. We got the boss. We got the boss.
Okay. You good?
We good then? Yep, we're good.
All right.
And I'd also just like to take a moment to acknowledge Aaron's parents who are in the audience tonight, Mr. and Mrs. Bass. Thank you for coming and supporting your son. Now, parental support is a big deal. So. Just going to Tonight seems like a fun and celebratory board meeting. So I'm going to continue with that and acknowledge our Leadership Academy graduates year 1 and 2. And several years ago, maybe 4 or 5, the board asked me, no, actually that's not accurate, they directed me to start a Leadership Academy for managers. And it really has been a tremendous amount of work, but it has also been incredibly rewarding. And whether it's transformational or not, you're going to have to ask the grads. But it would not have happened without the collaboration of the cabinet. So I'm going to start. So do the academy graduates get this too? So what I'm going to do is give the cabinet a little token of my appreciation for all the work they did, and it's a paperweight that says Leadership Academy with a heart for all the heart they put into it. And so each of the trainers, which is all of the cabinet, gets one. So I'm just going to walk over first and say thank you for all your work. And as you can well imagine, Gina taught HR, research. What did you do? Budget? And Marty, IT and program management, and the presidents also. And Connie, policies and procedures. There you go, Connie. and the presidents did accreditation and enrollment management. So thank you. So let's give all them a hand. And now what we're going to do is start with the first year academy, and I have a little gift for them. And so who's ever here in the first year academy, you can do it just like we did in class. Just line up, tell your name, and you can do your mission and vision statement. So
well, first of all, I'd like to thanks for the opportunity that we had for the Leadership Academy being in my position. It was a great learning curve, and I do value the experience and the camaraderie we had. So as far as the mission statement is, I will strive to make a positive influence in those I interact with respect, integrity, and always remember that everyone puts their pants on one leg at a time. As a teacher-educator, I am by choice, not by chance. This is my vision statement. Conduct myself with dignity in a professional manner, work in harmony of the MJC community and the agriculture industry, strive to set before my students, staff, an example of the highest standards of citizenship, leadership, and have fun while doing that. So again, thank you for that opportunity.
So this is what it looks like in a boardroom. I have glasses now. I didn't have them 2 years ago. My name is Nick Stavranidakis, and my personal mission statement through this class was I am committed to work better with and for others by contributing to an environment valuing communication and understanding, focused on performing every task to the best of my ability with competence and confidence, setting an example for dedication to excellence in the service of others. And my personal vision statement was to be driven by dreams of what can be with a commitment to expand horizons and learn from the experiences of others, facing challenges head-on with a positive attitude, putting forth the necessary effort to preserve peace, freedom, and contentment when these ideals are threatened, and to not let anything pull me off course. Thanks. It was a great course.
Klaus den Bergen, Columbia College. My personal mission statement was to be knowledgeable, fair and considerate, while striving for excellence and awakening the passion in others. With my vision to go beyond and beyond the expected, trying to predict the future, while having professional standards combined with my sets of values on display at all times, while collectively exceeding the expectation of others. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Colleen Henry. I have the great honor of working for Melissa Raby as her executive secretary. I also serve the department heads, faculty, and classified staff of the Student Services Division at Columbia College, and I love every minute of it. As such, my mission statement is, I commit to provide quality administrative support with integrity, efficiency, and resourcefulness. I encourage professionalism, seek team involvement, and respect others and their ideas. I strive to maintain high standards of excellence in serving others, always putting students' needs first. And my vision statement is to continually provide proficient administrative support to staff and students alike. This will be accomplished by proactively anticipating others' needs and effectively fulfilling them with efficiency, respect, and grace. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Diane Warren. I'm the payroll manager for the Yosemite Community College District. My vision statement is value, integrity, creativity, team spirit, and have a positive focus on the future. My mission statement is to develop and demonstrate strong character and guide by positive value, including honesty, integrity, caring, and fairness. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Francisco Bañuelos. I'm the Dean of Enrollment Services and Special Funded Programs. My personal mission statement to support the Yosemite Community College District in providing an affordable and high-quality education to our community by maintaining efficient processes for our students while maintaining and upholding federal, state, and local regulations. My personal statement or vision to lead each of my areas of responsibilities in a fair and cultivating environment that is based on trust, respect, and integrity in order to achieve a common interest of providing hope, educational opportunities, and support to our students. Thank you.
See, I knew I was going to fall. Good evening. I'm Judy Lanchester, Assistant Director for Facilities Planning and Operations, and also Campus Operations Manager for Modesto Junior College. I wanted to thank you all for the experience of the Leadership Academy. It was a wonderful experience. My mission statement is to provide a comfortable environment free of barriers for students, staff, and the community so they might achieve their goals. My vision statement is to continue to embrace every learning experience and pass that knowledge and information on to the next generation of leaders of the Facilities Department. Thank you.
Hello, my name's Nora Serenello, and I'm the director for the Center of Excellence. And I want to thank you very much for the Academy. It was really transformational. It was fabulous. And my vision statement is to promote and support sustainable prosperity. And my mission is, with thoughtful compassion, provide fact-based information that inspires growth in knowledge, accountability, and potential, empowers community members, encourages economic and social diversification, and leads to reductions in resource depletion and environmental harm.
Good evening. My name is Kristen Oakes, Executive Secretary, Facilities Planning and Operations. My mission statement, I will demonstrate humbleness in place of self-regard, give credit where credit is due, and strive to serve at the highest level. My vision statement, I am committed to growing as a leader, will always work with integrity and try to find the good in every situation. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Laura Yeager. I'm the Director of Admissions and Records at MJC. My mission is, as a leader of YCCD, I will inspire others to be more than they believe they can be and apply ethical principles to make a significant difference in higher education. My vision is to serve YCCD students and pupils through superior service and provide the knowledge and support to a team of individuals determined to work together in excellence. Thank you for the opportunity, and I do hope it continues after Chancellor's retirement. Thank you.
Good evening, Chair Rojas, members of the board, everyone. My name is Roseanne Costa, and I'm the accountant for fiscal services here at YCCD. My mission is to always encourage others and bring awareness to their attributes while continuing to learn, cultivate, and strengthen my own. And my vision is to never lose sight of my values, which are humility. I never forget things that I've done or gone through in my life. So when I see someone struggling, I never pass judgment and always try to be a positive influence on them and their situation. For family, love, strength, and encouragement of each other. Spirituality, thanking God for every day for the many blessings He continues to give us. Having my one-on-one time so that I can stay balanced. Accountability, being responsible for my actions, and having the integrity that my actions are based on doing the right thing, morally and ethically. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Kimberly Carter, and my personal mission is to utilize my personality to not only support, but also uplift, encourage, and motivate those I come in contact with on a daily basis. And my vision is, as long as purpose drives me, faith guides me, and integrity follows me, I can and will accomplish anything. Thank you so much.
My name is Jeff Whalen, Auxiliary Services Manager for Columbia College. I am very happy to be able to run the bookstore up there, and the soon-to-be, not taco truck, but the Lakeside Cafe Meals on Wheels, which will be coming to Columbia College very soon. My mission statement is very short and sweet, but it pretty much says what I do. I serve others always. That simple. My vision statement is to, whether at home, work, church, or community, I will always look for the opportunity which I can put the needs of others before my own, and at the same time, inspire others to do likewise. Thank you very much.
My name is Brian Marks. I'm part of the MJC Campus Life team. My mission, I believe my mission is to be a servant to God, my family, and my community. I'm committed to constantly evolving personally and professionally, learning and growing on my journey as a leader. I will acknowledge my shortcomings and work to overcome them. I will acknowledge my strengths to continue to improve them. I will take my life experiences coupled with my formal education and strive to be an excellent parent, husband, leader, and role model. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is John Black, and I'm the Director of Security and Emergency Preparedness for the district. And somebody told me I was chatty, so I'll make it really straight to the point. I wanted to make sure that my mission and vision statements were personal for my entire life, so here they are. My mission statement: through hard work, dedication, and the passion and talents that God has given me, I will protect and serve those under my care. I will lead, mentor, and encourage hurting children and families so that they may see the joy, value, and fulfillment that can still be found in life. I will cultivate the talents and abilities of those around me, helping to make them into the next generation of leaders. I will do these things to make my community a better place to live, to be an example to my family and friends, and to glorify God. And my vision statement: is to be a better husband, a truer friend, a more dedicated servant, and a better leader for God, my family, and my community.
Okay. Now we have our second year academy, and the second year they had to complete the first year academy or be a vice president. So that's how we handled that. And when we talked about the second year academy, a lot of people say, well, I just hear you passed out a lot of books and made people read them. That is true. And I gave a lot of those books to the trustee. Yeah, just like you. So we're in the business of education, so I didn't feel bad about that. However, we did more than that, and it was just really a wonderful year. And for me, it was really just really heartwarming to see the first year academy go through the second year academy and see the growth of that. And the group that you see that were the trainers in the first year, they were also the contributors to the second year in a very different way, in that they participated with the second year academy in a really profound way. And I'll just leave it at that. It was a wonderful year. It was a wonderful academy. And so the second year, I have no idea what they're going to say. They were given 10 seconds to say whatever they wanted to the board. So who knows? So come on in and line up, guys, however you want to.
Good evening. I'm Beth Au, Director of the CCC EEO Registry. I'd just like to thank the board for supporting this endeavor, and I'd like to thank Joan for her honesty and sharing her wisdom with us during the second academy. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Carrie Craven, and I'm the Executive Assistant to Dr. Fairchilds. The Leadership Academy helped me step outside of my comfort zone. With public speaking, when I was in Leadership Academy 1, we had to work in groups. That was also outside of my comfort zone because I didn't know members. Got to know them very quickly and loved it. I would like to thank Marty, Teresa, Gina, Mark, Jill, and Angie, and especially Chancellor Smith for your presentations and life experiences were very insightful and interesting. I truly appreciated the time you took with each of us, providing us the tools we need to be leaders, and the rest is up to us. So thank you.
Good evening, Board of Trustees. I'm Michelle Vidari. I work at MJC as an interim director with SSSP. And I'm very appreciative of the investment of time that you gave us with the two academies and the time spent with the Chancellor, the Cabinet, and the Presidents. As a new administrator, these academies in their stages were exactly what I needed at the right time. So with the first year, I provided that toolbox, how to have those difficult or challenging conversations, how to build that inner core, which was a positive challenge for me. And the second academy provided me the network and the community that I truly needed. The content and the book review allowed for a lot of dialogue amongst the managers, and that was so appreciated at the right time for me. So thank you.
Good evening, Board. I'm Connie Chavez, Director of Public Affairs here at the district, and I would like to express my sincere appreciation to the Board for your support of both academies, to the Chancellor and the Chancellor's Cabinet for their training and mentoring. And truly providing this type of training will have a long-lasting and positive effect on the work our leaders do in this district. And I have already recommended some of those books to others, so it will continue on, and I still have a few more to read. But again, thank you so much. My sincerest thanks.
Good evening. I'm Jennifer Allsweet. I'm the Executive Assistant for IT. I wanted to just express my deepest and heartfelt gratitude to the board, to the Chancellor, to the Cabinet, for the opportunity to participate in the Leadership Academy too. I've truly become a stronger and more effective leader because of the mentoring and training that has been provided to me over the past two years, the two academies. So thank you so much for your investment into my future as a leader at the YCCD.